Hello, my name is Voya, and today is a little bit of a different video, music related video, well, guitar fixing related video kind of a thing. So from time to time I do videos like this, and in this case it has to do with one of my absolute favorite guitars from one of my favorite guitarists, and it's the Ibanez Kiko 10BP. Had this guitar for a while, but I noticed that it had a problem, so let's check out and see what's what and how that turned out. Hopefully this kind of thing can help somebody out if you are encountering a similar issue with your beloved instrument. So this is my Kiko 10BP, which I love this guitar. I really do love it, but it always had a small problem that is now starting to actually become a bigger problem after a couple of years. And I've noticed it last night when I was playing. If you can see, the distance here is lower than the distance there, which is an indication that the neck is not setting straight and not being flush. And sure enough, when I twisted it around and took a look, not only is there a gap, but the gap is big enough that I can easily slot a paper all the way in there. That is not a good thing, not at all. So the problem from before is that I've noticed that there's a small kind of movement in the neck depending on weather changes. And one of the screws was unable to be completely tightened up. So my guess is that one of the screw holes for one of these that's actually holding the neck in place is not good, and that's something that I'm gonna have to repair, because this, I'm hoping that the camera is gonna catch it, but you can see clearly here, yeah, that gap is not supposed to be there. So it's time to fix this puppy up so that it no longer has any neck issues. In order to begin with that, I need to remove all of this. Brilliant inconvenience, right? All right, so that is now done, and now I can focus on this one. And the first thing I'm going to do is identify which of the screws or screw holes is the one that's faulty, and then actually take the neck off and try to fix that. All right, so let's try this one. Good. Not good. And that's exactly where we have the problem. All right, so we're gonna see if it goes out. Good, it's going out. So it's not completely ruined. So that is a good beginning of this whole story. And now I'm gonna remove the whole thing and then investigate. All right, clearly there's something wrong, because this is how all of the ordinary screws look like, and this is how the screw that's coming from the faulty hole looks like. So there's some oxidization and some stuff actually here. So yeah, this looks like oxidization. So I'm gonna have to double check and see what's what, and actually do a fairly thorough job. But let's remove the neck carefully and see what's what. Okay, all right, let's collect these and not lose them first. All right, so this is the body. It's such a lovely piece. It's so nice to actually see it all. Pretty cool. All right, so here is the patient, and clearly stuff is wrong with that hole. So that is not the way it's supposed to be. Not at all. So I'm gonna have to try a simple trick first, and see basically the simplest way of fixing these normally would be to fill it with toothpicks, like chopped up the toothpicks, And see, now he actually gets there, but at the point where it's supposed to hold, I think that the hole is kind of screwed up. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to fill it up with chopped up toothpicks and then try and drill in, and also I'm going to get rid of this imperfection here. So this is, I guess, one of the differences between premium and prestige models, because this is a premium, and then you can also see that the finishing here is not really fully done. I still love the guitar a lot, but yeah, there are some issues that you will get from a piece to piece. So unfortunately in this one, this is the issue that I have. So let's fix this. Alright, so basically what I need to do is somehow kind of fill this up a little bit and help add more material for the screw threads to actually have some pressure against and basically hold against. Now, what I'm doing here is not really the proper method. This is a cheap and easy and quick fix, but in this case I think it should work, because the indication of the screw is that where the problem lies is at the very bottom of the hole itself. So what I'm gonna try here is first I'm gonna measure out with the toothpick how thick, how tall the hole is. Okay, so I measure it around there, and that's just a reference that I'm checking against the other ones as well, just to see if it's not drastically lower or drastically shorter. So the idea here is basically to snap the toothpick in small pieces and just put a couple in that hole, right? Just tiny little pieces here. Very small parts like this. So small pieces, and not really fill it up fully. I'm not really even sure that I'm gonna use the entire toothpick. And right now I'm just gonna try and see how much pressure we're gonna get once I start getting in. Okay, maybe a little bit more, because I want this to be good, and if I'm lucky, this should work okay. The proper way of fixing this would be to mix epoxy with some either wood shavings or chopped up toothpicks, fill this hole, let it cure, pre-drill again, and then have a proper new hole. But sometimes when the problem is not that drastic, as this seems that it's not a really drastic problem, then you may get away with this fix. So this is why I'm trying this first. All right, so let's put the body on. Now I'm gonna start screwing this one in. Already now I can see it goes too far back, but maybe we were lucky. Okay, so now when I have this in place, I'm gonna start tightening the screws. And now let's see what this guy says. And if we're good, I should have a tight fit. And let's see here. Can I slide a paper underneath it? Nope. I can a little. So theoretically I should do it a bit more. But I'm really not sure if the toothpicks are gonna be enough. Let's see. And it's still going in. It's a lot better, but it's still not the full. Yeah, because these are properly holding as much as they can, and this one is still. There we go. I think now it's catching. This could be better. It's getting to be better. No, this didn't work. So it helped a little, but not all the way. So I can try and put more toothpick shavings in to help it kind of catch even further, but it's starting to look like that this might have to be a bigger fix. All right, so I was lucky because once I filled up the hole like 2/3 in with the toothpick shavings, then this time that was enough and that worked. And now this one no longer goes anywhere. The hole, the fit is not perfect. It's still not as perfect as here. You see that it can barely go in. Here it can go, well, it's pretty much the same now. So that's excellent. And most importantly, the thing that initiated this whole thing is now straight and level. So that means that this should be now a lot better, and I can put it back together and reset it up and have a peace of mind, because now I know that this neck and this one that's holding it here is a-okay. Alright, and that being now a fixed guitar meant that I could unleash the awesomeness of power that was required for me to recreate this. Alright, I hope you had fun and that you found the video informative and or useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, the notification bell in the description below. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye!